It all takes place here, in Chicago, the Windy City. One place at one time. A group of people reconnecting to join others to make a mark in history.
At last count, which was given to me this morning, we were approaching 1,300 attendees from 36 states and 3 countries around the world that have come here. How many of you are part of a paired exchange? Let me ask you that. Good for you. Good for you, because that is kind of the next step beyond the initial phase that we are in with living organ donation. It's thinking outside the box is what it is. It's people who are very much doing things that we would have never thought of 10, 15 years ago.
You know, we were down at Millennium Park today for Living Donor Rally and an attempt to break the Guinness Book of World Record for the largest gathering of living donors ever.
I mean, it was totally awesome. It's something strange, but it's just like your family, because you come from the same line of thinking of, hey, I have this extra thing, let me do something with it. And it's so empowering and so blessed to think that we all were there in that same mind frame, celebrating that continuation of life.
We're all common. We're all in the same boat, I guess you would say, and it's just amazing to be around that.
People just open up and share stories, both sad and happy stories, that when there's successes, we all share in that, and when there's failures, we all hurt for each other as part of just a big community.
I was washing dishes in my kitchen one evening, and I heard the nightly news say, oh, we're coming back with the story of a young man.
It started with Matt Jones, a father of 5 from Michigan, who decided to give a stranger an incredible gift.
I just thought, you know, I've got 2, only need the one. If somebody else can have it and live a better life, then it's a success.
July 2007, I donated through the APD as the first altruistic donor starting their first ever Pay It Forward chain.
Matt Jones would give a kidney to my wife, and a week later I paid it forward and gave a kidney to Angie Heckman, and it got paid forward again and again and again.
My father had testicular cancer, and through that process was given a drug that damaged his kidneys. We got hooked up with the Transplant Via Alliance organization. We figured out that the best way for my father to survive was to do a paired donation. So I, volunteered and said, I'm willing to give up my kidney for my dad to have a chance.
Of course, I stepped up and said I wanted to give my husband a kidney. Once he was diagnosed, they started researching what had happened. He had had high blood pressure, he was overweight. I immediately started to get tested, found out I was not a match, but heard about the paired donation, and I just knew that was our answer. I had every faith that was how he would get his kidney.
All these people, complete strangers at one point, but just because of an organ transplant, they become family. Closer than most regular families is the way I see it. It's something about the gift of giving and paying it forward that binds them all together.
The Alliance for Paired Donation is a great organization that connecting people through paired donations, especially when there is no match in your family, is just a great way to help loved ones.
If we have that calling to do that donation, the Alliance for Paired Donation would be the most wonderful avenue to follow. I can't tell you, they're just like family. They're just remarkable, and the support they give to everyone who they work with is just beyond imagination.
God gave us 2 kidneys, we only need 1. So I think it's important to be able to share. It's amazing to be able to give somebody the gift of life. Aside from the birth of my kids, this is right up there with it.
To hear and see these stories is such a powerful and moving act of kindness. It not only warms your heart, but leaves you feeling grateful that there's amazing people and that they still do exist. They come from all different walks of life, but share this common bond that will last forever.